Okay. Hello and welcome to the pre-match live show as Delhi Capitals are taking on UP Warriors. And I think it's an do and die situation for UP Warriors because if they lost three matches in a row, without any win in first three matches, I think it will be very difficult for them to get back, in the race for the playoffs. So I think it's a must-win game for UP. And for DC, they will look to get this win and get that top position because after yesterday's loss, RCB, Mumbai, and Delhi all three are with that 4 points. It's only difference in the net run rate. So a win today, DC will definitely get two more points and they will be at the top. So to continue that momentum, Delhi will like to win this game, but for UP it's I think must win game. So Trishadi, a huge game for UP. What do you see? Because a hat trick of losses will not definitely help them in the course of the season.
Absolutely. I think what Delhi right now needs is for their captain to sorry
Yeah.
Delhi need is for their captain to step up. They need players like Talia Magra to step up because it's a very, as you said, it almost decides their fate because
Yes.
from here on, if they lose today, from here on they're just chasing the game, they're way behind. But already
Yes.
I think one thing has gone against them. Delhi Capitals have won the toss and they have chosen to bowl first.
The same pattern. Let's see. I think yesterday it was so close. We were so close to the to break that pattern. But yes, what happened yesterday? It happened. We don't want to discuss that. Okay. Okay. Series जी commented क्या यूपी उत्तर देगा? Hopefully उत्तर दे आज. हम तो सब
I don't know. I mean, it just seems that UP on paper is also the weakest team.
yes,
Unlike,
yes.
even GG has a better team composition than UP.
UP, yes. And I think during the SWOT analysis videos that we have done, I think we mentioned that the main, negative point, or maybe you can say the weak thing of this team has been, they have potential, they have good upcoming talents of Indian talents who have many potential, but they are not proven and tested so much. So I think the Indian core is very much weak, and that is why they are struggling that much. And I think UP are mostly dependent on their foreigners and all are top foreigners, but somehow they have not managed to click also. See along with Dipti Sharma, I think with the added pressure of captaincy, she hasn't come up with the ball. With the bat, she has done recently, but with the ball, she hasn't managed to come up with good performances. Shirishi, I hope DC doesn't finish at number one position this season. Don't want them to repeat the last two seasons. Yes, that is a fear for DC fans. I can understand.
But this time
But
DC is gonna win. That's
yes,
certain.
yes. Okay, we will definitely
DC
discuss
team
the
has
playing
gone.
11.
DC team has gone without any changes, so
Yes,
I am very unhappy. I would
exactly.
have.
That is the comment that Rupali Bhatte has made. That still no Titas. Shikha seems worn out in the last match.
I mean, either of Shikha and Arundhati can play. I don't mind one of them. And going by form, I would actually have Arundhati more than Shikha. Um, but yeah, I think this is unfair on Titash.
Yes.
As far as UP is concerned, uh, Saima Thakur has come in place of
Okay. Okay.
Saima
Rajeshwari Gaikwad. Rajeshwari Gaikwad.
backward. Yeah, I think
Yes.
it's a good change. Bengaluru wicket, I think it's a good
Hmm.
change to get in
Good
a
change.
pacer in place of spinner because there is purchase for spinner, but when you have Sophie Eccleston
The
and Dipti Sharma, you get 8 overs from there. Grace Harris to fill in.
yes.
So yeah, what you basically need is pacers to bowl well and so Deepthi and Eccleston gives you 8 overs. So 12 overs from Shinel Henry, Kranti Gaur, Saima Thakur,
Simon.
Talia Meghra,
Tahila
and
Megas.
Grace Harris. From 5 people, then you need 12 overs. So I think very good move.
Yes, absolutely. But I think Tushari no Chamade Arabadu. So I think that is the logic that she is not going to be part of the squad. So don't need to include her right now, right? I think that
Yeah,
has played
makes
up.
sense. Having
Yes.
said that, I don't know. I mean, UP plays today, then UP
Hmm.
plays again on Monday. First of all, I think the fixtures are very weird. You know, UP and DC just played the last game.
Yes, yes. And now
It's
again they're
almost like,
playing each other.
yeah, it's
Yes.
almost like UP and DC are,
Bilateral
playing
series.
bilateral series. Yeah, UP and DC are playing bilateral series. So yeah, I think
Yes, okay, seriously, Trishadi can't hear you clearly. No, no. I think now you can hear. I think in the initial stages or something like that,
yeah,
but now
that's
it's
why I
fine.
switched off the fan. My fan was absolutely. I mean, it's almost like a storm when my fan is on, and I
Yes.
feel very hot. Uh,
Oh,
okay.
ho, ho. Whoa.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
These guys
Yes,
are
something happening. Something happening. Okay. Okay.
somebody was
But
saying,
more, yes.
I'm very daring. Yesterday, somebody was saying in the live, I think that daring is coming back, karma.
Yes, absolutely. But Tushadi, expecting a high scoring match because whatever I see there, that the fresh pitch is there, and they are expecting a high scoring match. But yesterday, like yesterday, only 165, 170, or more than that.
I think that would be the range
That
because
would be.
the bounce is actually going to help the bowlers if they
Hmm,
can
hmm.
use it, and especially
Yes,
because you will have bowlers like Marizane Cap, Annabelle Sutherland in DC who will be bowling first, and the UP lineup has not been in great in great form. Having said that, I think spooky. Yes, it is spooky. Thankfully, my mom is there at home. If I was alone right now, you would be seeing me rushing out of home. But yeah, as I was saying, in fact, what I think, because there's a bit of bounce in the pitch, you might see Talia Magra actually flourish the batter in this
yes,
pitch, because I wouldn't say it's directly close to the Australian conditions. That would be a bit of a stretch, but we know that the Australians are pretty used to pretty used to in bouncy pitches where the ball is coming onto the bat. Yesterday we could clearly see that the ball was it was pretty easy for batting. It's not like the conditions were tough, and along with the bounce, the cut shots, you know what, Snehashish, you will always understand how the pitch is for a
mm,
batter, seeing the way they are hitting the cut shots. Yes, I
yes,
know Richa got out to a cut shot, but that was poor ball selection. There was no problem with the shot, but think of the shots that Perry played. You could
yes.
clearly see that it was the bounce was there. In fact, the ball that Wyatt Hodge got out to, it was there. Haley Matthews also first ball got bounced. So overall, I think since the wicket, I mean, at least the last match what we saw, I don't think Bengaluru wicket, any other wicket would be that different.
One thing.
Right?
Mm,
Yeah. So I think you can see this as batters game, but
mm.
not as high scoring because UP is batting first. Because
Ab-
you have got
Okay.
absolute quality bowlers at the other end.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so is Brinda Dinesh back on home ground? Good innings expected from her.
I thought she got a bit of a start last game.
Yesterday, yes, yes.
Yesterday, no, yesterday my RCB were playing Snehashish. Just
Yesterday in the
because they are
sense,
playing,
in the last match. In the last
yes.
match, yes.
Of course, you could see those typical shots of Vrinda
Mm.
coming down the ground and hitting the ball. But yes, she is back in her home ground, a little vulnerable against the short ball. So now everyone is going to use the short ball, especially against this. See, this is the problem when you have a reverse leg, right?
Exactly.
Not a leg, I would say, but a reverse fixture right after the other fixture.
You
The
know
problem,
exactly what you need to do.
exactly. You absolutely are aware of what needs to be done because you did that last game.
Exactly.
So I think you might see Marizane Cap, and she has a sharp short ball.
Mm.
You might see her bowling that right in the first over, and neither Kiran Navgire nor Vrinda Dinesh is very comfortable with that line and length. And to add to that, will have more bounce than the pitches in Vadodara. So I don't think. See, this is the reason I was saying that I don't think batting will be that easy for domestic players, but I think
Yes.
batting will be easier for overseas players.
Absolutely, absolutely. All I can hope that UP knows what not to do. because they have just played against them. So the result might not get repeated from them. Okay, Alan, so Tyler McGrath's day to make a statement. Absolutely, Trishati. I think the time is running out. Do you also think that this Bangalore leg will be critical for her, because there is a chance that if when you go to Lucknow, you are expecting the pitch to be slower, and spinners will get up.
Alana should play.
Yes.
Alana King
Then
should play.
yes, then it is pretty much sure that maybe UP will go with Alana King and Sophia Eccleston, and obviously Grace Harris will be there, uh, and obviously Chanel Henry will play, because she was good in the debut only. So this Bangalore leg is going to be critical, right, for Tahila McGrath?
Absolutely, I think this is almost do or die for Talia McGrath because again, but the problem is depends on who is Chamari Atapatu's replacement. If
Yes,
you don't if you don't get a proper replacement who can be used in the place, then
yes,
Talia has to play in Mumbai because Mumbai is not a huge turning track for you to play Alana King as well as Sophie Eccleston. And if you have to
exactly.
choose between Sophie Eccleston and Alana King, it will
Sophie,
always be Sophia Kilston. So I
yes,
think yes, it is extremely important for Talia Magra to prove a point, especially because even last year WPL was not great for her.
yes, yes,
So
yes,
for her to ensure, okay, I'll speak from a business point of view. You know, for her to ensure that she gets a team next year, she has to uh, uh, play
mm,
well in the remaining few matches. Because from now on, remember, whatever performance you make, everybody is noticing because it's mega auction next year. You know.
yes. But Trishani, the decline is so shocking, right? In 2023, she scored 300 plus runs. That is fine, and she was the number one T20 batter, if I'm not wrong, that time. After that, shocking 2024 WPL, and now also she is not getting runs. So, what is the reason? Did you observe something like there's some any issue in technique, or maybe only in the mindset, or maybe she is not considering this format that much important compared to Test or ODI? Do you think uh, like that?
I don't think so. I mean, with
Mm,
Australians, they are absolute professionals. I don't think it is
mm.
about. Um, just give me 1 second.
Yes, yes. Because the numbers are very shocking, right? One player scored 300. It's okay that she or anyone can have a bad season, but straight it's a double digit number like 30, 40 in 4 matches. And then again, this season also she's struggling. So I think that is why it's very shocking.
Yeah, absolutely. And what you know, what is more shocking is every time she comes out to bat, you don't have that confidence in her body language. You know, Talia Magra looks a shadow of Talia Magra herself, and that should
Yes.
not happen. But I think, as I was saying, when you toil with someone's batting position, when you it slowly starts affecting people's confidence. You know, I'll give you another example. For example, what is happening to Titash now? You'll see when Titash comes out to bowl, whichever game that is, WPL,
Hmm.
India, whatever, you will see that confidence level is, gone down by at least 20-30%. Because your team is not backing you, and players are like that when they don't get backed. The question is, and all of us are like that, if somebody is not backed, we always question our performance, we always question our talent, we always question our hard work. And for players it's tougher and bigger because somewhere, you know, if you're not being selected when Shikha and Arundhati, the same kind of players are being selected, not that uh, they are changing a lot with the bat either.
Hmm.
So then, in Titasha's head, probably it would be, should I bat? What to do? Same thing happened with Talia Magra. You know, you are sending her down the order. How do I bat? How do I approach? Because Talia's approach is she can hit big sixes. She can
Yes.
score a 50 ball 100 as well. But she needs those first 5-7 balls for that. And you can't have 5-7 balls when you come at number 8 because mostly you're
Point.
with Australia's batting order, you're coming in the last 2-3 overs. So maybe
Yes.
you have 12 balls to go. How can you play out 5-6 balls? And that is where you're trying to hit hard. Think of what Talia Magra has done in WPL so far. She has tried to hit a ball and hit it so hard that, I mean, basically she has tried to belt the ball for
Hmm.
no apparent reason.
Yes.
Talia Magra could have timed the ball. So I think that is where it's important that she plays her own game.
Yes.
And no better team to get her form in. other than UP Warriors, because actually UP Warriors almost every day will need her to step up for them, because she's a very very important um, factor, or a very very important part of the whole UP batting lineup. So I think it only makes sense that she steps up. Sorry.
Yes, absolutely. I think she is a very important player. Before the season only, we all knew that these 4 or 5 players are going to be very crucial for UP's success. And this is the reason that they have not done well, because they have failed to step up according to their potential. So let's see. Hopefully, from today onwards, they can do well. But moving on, to Shadi, I think another player that I want to talk, that Anjali Sharvani. I think when she came into the contention, and she played for India also. So there was there was a sign that okay, a left arm pacer has come. So it was very much needed, because you don't get such pacers in women's cricket. Even in men's cricket, it is very hard to get, especially basically in India. It is very hard to get any left-handed pacer. So when women team got a pacer, so we all are happy, and she did decently, I will say. But somehow she got out of the radar, and now completely out of that. But despite that, at least she was playing for the franchisee, like in WPL or all. But this season, she is not getting that game time. What has happened to Anjali? There is any chance of getting of her back, because I am not seeing any other left-handed pacer in the domestic circuit as of now.
There are left-handed pacers. It's not like, but yeah, they haven't really
Come up with
performed
good
in the way.
performances.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
with Anjali, I think Anjali, I don't think is very good with the bat. That's
Yes.
one thing against her, and the
Hmm.
other thing is the pace. I think but then again, there are I don't think Saima is express pace either, or Asayali is express pace either. It's just that in India, in fact in all teams, I mean, we are even chatting about Talia Magra and all those. So I
Yes.
think in all teams the problem is it happens, the captain and coach probably are looking at certain people as match winners,
Hmm.
and then you
Hmm.
are
Hmm.
completely forgotten. I think that's what happened with Anjali. I don't know what exactly John Lewis is feeling about Anjali being in the team, and why is she not being used. At least for the angle sake, she should be used. But also the other part is a lot of franchisees have a left-handed opener, so you
Yes.
won't be able to open the bowling with Anjali, and I don't think she's a very good death over bowler. So there, it's getting very restricted. I think that is one more thing which goes against her.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so let's see. Is there anything? There is no such comment. Okay, Shohumra, will there be ISL game review of PB? We have to check. I think we have to check with Rahul, because East Bengal has already played against Punjab, and I think they have won. I think it's 3-1 or 4-1 maybe. That is the score line. East Bengal has defeated Punjab 3-1 or 4-1, but we have to check that whether Rahul will be able to do or not, because he is on some assignment currently. Yes. Okay. Okay, Radha Jadhav. I think another case that she is getting dropped. Obviously, we have discussed earlier also that predictable bowling. I think that is one of the main reason that she is getting dropped. But so how do you see her making a comeback? Because I think it has started with this WPL. I think if she doesn't improve immediately, I think it will now the trend will now goes to the Indian team also. Do you think that will happen in coming days?
Yes, I do think. I mean, it's important to understand what is she bringing to the table.
Hmm.
She's not a complete batter. She's not a complete bowler if she does not bring in some variations. And the one thing that you cannot complain about when it comes to Radha is fielding. But then
Fielding.
we also know you do not select people for fielding, especially in the T20 format. I mean, not especially in the T20 format, in any format. You
Every
can't have
format, yes.
somebody just for fielding. So I
Fielding.
think that is where Radha Yadav is a little behind par. But I do believe if she can bring in a bit of variation in her bowling, that she was bowling in the game that she played, where she got to bowl, she was
Hmm.
making those pace variations, maybe
Giving
a
yes.
bit of, yeah, I would also like her to use the crease while bowling. Maybe
Mhm,
that will
mhm.
create angles, new angles, difficult angles.
Yes,
And
yes,
only wickets in the domestic circuit can now get Radha back. I'm sure she knows that and she'll work on it.
yes, absolutely. Okay, Rupali Bhatia has come up with a comment. Should Jemima be sent at number 5 and Nikki at number 3? No, no, no,
Not at all.
no.
Not at all.
Jemima is the best suited batter at number 3.
Yeah,
Yes,
I understand where Rupali is coming from, because see what you have done is in the Indian team, because you have pushed her down the order,
mhm,
to get your batting order that flexible. Jamima is a perfect example of a batter who you have actually moved around to the
yes.
extent that she's confused. What am I exactly supposed to do? That
Same
is
like
where
KL
people.
Rahul.
Yeah, I mean that is where I feel people like Richa. Thank God Richa was only sent at number 3 for one or two games. Otherwise, I was scared Richa also will forget how to bat. And
Yes,
it is not
yes,
on Richa, it is on the people who are experimenting for no apparent reason. Somebody playing at number 3 has a completely different style of play. Somebody playing down the order has a complete different style of play. And you can see that number 5 effect on Jemmy. I have no idea why is she coming out to bat and playing all those cute, cheeky shots. Especially because when she's coming out to bat, she has enough overs left and she
yes.
can easily form a good partnership. And either of Shafali or Meg Lanning will be there when she comes out at number 3. So,
Sunachal. I think the network has an issue. Okay, okay, okay. Trishati will rejoin. Okay, we'll take more comments. Okay, I think Rupali, I think you have got your answers that why Trishati was telling that why you shouldn't use Jemima at number 5, because absolutely, I think I also believe that in any format of the game, she is the best suited for number 3 position. And I think for Nikki, I think whatever the opportunity that she is getting, I think that is an achievement for her in the first season itself. I don't think that Nikki herself has thought I
yeah.
don't think that Nikki herself have thought that she will get 3 games out of 4, initial 4 games for DC. I think she's getting opportunities. I think that is itself a achievement for her. So moving on to the next comment. Okay, Rupali Bhatta explained that why she was commenting like this, that as Nikki plays like a driver in the sense can see her hitting sixes, so she can stabilize the innings. All good for her confidence.
Nikki can hit sixes. I mean,
Yes,
Rupali, everyone nowadays can hit sixes. And how
yes,
long is the boundary that you can't hit sixes?
yes. अमित गांगुली कल इंडिया के लिए वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है अगर हार गए तो टूर्नामेंट खत्म मतलब
कैसे?
ऑन पेपर हाँ ऑन पेपर खत्म तो नहीं होगा न्यूजीलैंड के साथ भी मैच है पर हाँ इंपॉर्टेंट मैच तो है ही। पाकिस्तान के साथ मैच है तो इंपॉर्टेंट तो मैच है ही। ओके स्वीज दिस गेम ऑफ यूपी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू ड्रॉ फैंस इनटू
Yes.
एकाना excellent point
Yeah.
excellent point because if
Because when he
because if
goes
we
to
because
Ekana,
yeah yeah because if you do not win games in this Bangalore leg before going to your home you are out of the tournament literally.
exactly.
So
While
there
you're
is
not
there
treated as home away, the truth is
still yes
it is home for
you
UP.
two are yes
So I
yes
think
yes
it's extremely important that they remain in the game. In fact, that is something that will draw more crowd.
yes absolutely. So again I think in the last live of also I asked this question Deepti Sharma. I think again so, you need that performance from with the bat and with the ball, the added pressure of captaincy having an impact with the bowling.
I think when you are batting, you have to concentrate on batting. When you are bowling, on bowling, and then when you are not doing the either, you have to be
Then
a
captaincy.
captain. No, on a more serious note, I think Deepthi will be enjoying captaincy. It's not like
Mhm.
captaincy's added pressure. I just think she's not getting back up.
Mm.
When you see Deepthi Sharma bat with probably a very good opening stand, it will be
Mm.
different. Also, I don't see why Deepthi is coming at number 3. She should stick to
Yes,
number 4. She does
yes,
not need to promote herself to number 3. Number 4 is perfectly fine for her. In the bowling, what I've seen is Deepthi nowadays is trying to rush through her overs, bowling quicker, and the problem is she is going for she's almost desperate for wickets, if you know what I'm saying. Like,
yes,
she's trying
yes.
way too hard
Trying
for
hard.
wickets.
Yes, she's
Instead
trying
of
hard. Yes.
instead of sticking to the basics, because if you stick to
Mhm.
the basics, eventually you are gonna bore the batters out. So I think that way. And at times this is my scare with captains who bowl, that as captains you suddenly stop giving importance to your own bowling and start giving importance to every other thing. Like for example, are we not are we on the correct that timing, is every
Mm-hmm.
has everybody bowled, who
Yes,
should I bowl
yes.
in the next over, and suddenly
All
I've
the
forgotten.
little strategies. Yes, all
Yeah,
the little strategies.
and suddenly I've forgotten that you are there. That is where I think again, Talia Magra plays a very important role, because the
Mm-hmm.
kind of temperament that Grace Harris has, I think she'll go and crack a joke and come back. But she'll completely forget to help in the leadership quality, or she will come and say something like, "Mate, why is there no fielder there?" Haha, and she'll leave. She's that kind of a character. But again, as I said, this is the reason I feel Talia Magra's role is threefold here, not only as a pacer or a batter, but also in the leadership team she has to contribute.
Absolutely. Okay, Trishadi, prediction time.
153 DC win.
Okay. DC win. Okay. Yeah, I also think 150 to 160, but I want UP to win. Because of the tournament. Yes, absolutely. I think all the lives I ended with this thing also. Because of the tournament, I want this team to win. And
Yeah, it
somehow
is
the
not
teams are
prediction.
winning.
It is not your prediction. It is for the betterment of WPL.
Yes.
The great sacrifice for the betterment of WPL.
Yes, yes. Okay, sports fan. Hope UP Warriors ups their fielding game today. Absolutely. I think
Agree.
this is an aspect that they need to improve, especially the communication. Especially the
I think that
communication.
improved because I don't think there was much dew yesterday. So
Hmm.
without dew, I think fielding will be a little easier, because your
Easier.
only distraction will be the lights. That
Hmm.
the ball wouldn't be that slippery. So yeah.
Yes. Some of the due are not affecting the games that much that we are hoping for.
But unfortunately, because all the games have been won chasing, you would
Uh,
think that it's
that
completely helped.
it is helping. Yes, yes. But if you see minutely the balls, the way they are gripping and all, the batters are batting, it shows that there is no such due. Even in the Champions Trophy the same thing happening. Captains are winning toss and electing to bat second, thinking due will be there, but there is no due. I think see Australia today, I think Steve Smith also said the same thing after winning the toss, that we saw some due in the practice session, so we were opting to bowl first. Now they are chasing 353. I don't see them chasing 353, but let's see how they do. But yeah, I think somehow the due are not getting, affecting that much the way we are hoping for. Okay, Trisha, that is for now. It's 28 minutes. I think the best time to leave the show, because the game will start and we'll be back for the post match live. But let's see who will win. I hope UP wins, because that is only the
DC.
betterment of WPL. Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys. Let's meet at the post match show. Thank you.